Well, it might be the away dugout, but at least I'm managing at Villa Park. I guess that's something. Why won't you hire me? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to Season 4, Episode 3 at Brentford as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps. And today we're playing Aston Villa, our next club in the Carabao Cup third round. And then we are facing Benfica in the Europa League group stages. Already looks like a big game, that one. But, well, as you can see here, we have an update from Warsaw in that Steve Bruce has been sacked. He's officially completed the reverse, Dean Smith, and he has Warsaw 20th in League One, which is an absolute shambles, an absolute outrage, that is. So he has been sacked, and yeah, well, let's hope that they'll pick up under whoever the new manager is, because that's not the legacy we left that club in, is it? Anyway, we have one game to catch you up on since last episode, so let's have a quick look at that. That was a league match against Brighton. We left it late, but Dan tapped in a James Garner knockdown. So there we go, a really good away point. Brighton are a very solid Premier League team in this save here, and well, we were the better team. I think we did just about deserve it. The majority of the highlights were for us, and like I say, left it very late, but the important thing is that we did get the goal in the end. Have a quick look at where that leaves us, and we are top of the Premier League. Manchester United got a draw against Chelsea, which in itself isn't a bad result. Of course, we went to Chelsea and won, but you know, not everybody's Brentford. So yeah, that's really good. There is a game coming up in between the two today against Norwich. You can see again a good Premier League season they're having so far. I'll play through that. We're putting the league to one side today. We're going to have a look at Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, and then it's going to be Benfica in the Europa League. And of course, we got off to a wonderful start against AEK Athens, just the 8-0 win in that first game. So let's have a look at what we're doing here against Aston Villa. We are in excellent form. They are in inconsistent form. Now, we know that Ian Holloway is their manager. An absolute outrage that he got that job instead of me. But there, I am wondering if maybe the wages is something that's holding us back from the job. But anyway, I'd work for free, Villa. I'll work for free. But there we go. So Holloway is still their manager. An attacking direct style of play. They're currently sitting 5th in the championship. 4 points off top. Obviously, it's early days, but they're not off to a bad start, which is promising for them. Ideally, I think we want them to get promoted and then get sacked, and then we can go from there in terms of getting the job. But we can see, what else do we want to see here? The team that they've got, Brian Engels, Borjan Engels, I should say. What happened to him this season? Gilbert is still there from real life. Now, of course, this is where we sold Mikolic, our left back, our Croatian left back. He is at Villa right now. So it'll be interesting to see if he plays in this one. But we can see all the other ins and outs from their team there. And if we just have a quick look here, this is what we're expecting. I just noticed that if they're playing direct, we probably want to be regrouping. But this is the team that we're sending out. It's essentially, well, it's the second string. It's essentially the European 11. We're going to give Kelleher a debut in goal, so hopefully that won't come back to bite us on the backside. It's going to be Panzo, Suisi, Mikoland, and Hickey as the back four. Hamsik and Robertson, they did really well against AEK Athens, so we'll give them another chance. It's Ndedi down the right, Luca Bacchio down the left, Raspadori and Lewis Potter up top. A couple of maybe unfamiliar names on the bench. Scott Quinn, the young Scottish midfielder we signed last season. He's on the bench if we need him. Also Burrows, who is a youngster that's been in the sort of the youth team for a little while. So we're going to have him on the bench as a backup for the left wing and to see if he's an option there for us. And Hendrickson, still at the club. Haven't been able to sell him as of yet. So he's a good striker. We'll leave him on the bench and see what he can do if we need him. We did promise we'd sell him. And that's why he's requested to leave because of that. So we'll wait and see. He may not be any condition to play mentally. So we can see the way they're lining up as expected. Mikolic is in their lineup, which will be interesting to come up against him again. Jacob Ramsey is still there. Lemmers, was he really good last FM? I can't remember now, no. Well, maybe he was. He would be that age, wouldn't he? Anybody on the bench? Tariq Wright is still there. Engels is still there. But for the most part, it looks like it's been all change at Villa. But you'd probably expect that with them down in the championship for so long. Tell the team they're expected to prove a point today. Go out there, keep this going for us, boys. Some calm, we have faith, and let's see what we can do. And here we go at Villa Park. We finally got here, which is nice. Unfortunately, we're in the opposition dugout though. I'm always a little bit nervous. I don't have a very good record playing against Villa. I feel like subconsciously I'm trying to lose because I never have I've really struggled to beat them no matter what series it is, no matter what team I'm playing against them with. I really do struggle. Panzo with a crossing. It's headed away there. No, can't get to that. Lemmers has it. Can we win that ball back, please? Suisi does just that. Gets a good ball forward there for Ndedi. Ndedi's in here. Can he stick it away? Ndedi, no. Good save from their goalkeeper. Decent start, though, from Brentford. Only 2.5 minutes in. We've got a corner. It's Hamšík, is it? It is. Hamšík to knock it in. It's decent. It's headed away by Mikolic, was it? Our former player, of course. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on, and we've lost Hickey to injury. I think they had someone go down as well. Now, Diola is the backup. We are trying to retrain him in that role. There might have been a collision, was it? I think I saw one of their guys going off as well. There was Neves, so it's been a collision there. Hopefully, that Hickey injury isn't going to be too serious. It'll just be a bad bruise or something. Here we go, Suisi over a free kick. Good ball in, it's there, Raspadori. And second time of asking as well, can't stick it away. Bard, good ball in. No, it can't quite find the head of Bacchio. Luca Bacchio. His first name isn't Luke, Aussie villain. Here we go, Suisi. What's he doing? Get in the middle, mate. Here's with Diola. He's got time and space. Can he measure across? He chips it back post. Bacchio's there. Luca Bacchio sticks it away. He does give us the lead. Diola with the assist. He's a really, really good right back. I don't understand why he's been playing midfield his whole career. He could have played for Italy as a right back. Really, really good. He had time and space. It's not the best defending. Mikolic didn't go to close him down. Eventually, we've sat it up, and we know that Luca Bacchio in the air is an absolute monster, and he didn't make any mistake with that. 1-0 to Brentford. You love to see it. And let's see if we can go on and run up a little bit of a score here, perhaps. Here we go. Diola with a throw. It's there for Ndedi. Ndedi back to Diola. Diola with a bit of a hospital pass. Ramsey intercepts. Can we win this ball back? They're not coming at us as quickly as they maybe could have, but there is a little bit of space for him there in midfield. Melendano gets it back post. Panzo heads it away. Robinson, good header out there for him, for Raspadori to pick up. Raspadori gets it forward early, looking for Ndedi. He has the wizard in the middle with him. Ndedi, can he pull it back? He goes himself. Oh, it's a little bit selfish, mate. Little bit selfish. But that's okay. We'll forgive you this once. Here we go. Diola again with a throw. Again looking for Ndedi. It's not quite sure what was going on there. Tariq Wright brings it forward. Oh, it's back in there. Too much time and space. Too much time and space. We did okay in the end, closing them down. Ramsey has it. Can we nick that? No. We are putting decent pressure on them, but they're keeping possession just about right now, you'd say. They don't look particularly comfortable, but they're doing enough. Pinging it around. This has been a long old highlight. Lammers unleashes, and what a save that is by Kelleher. A stunning save from our Irish goalkeeper on debut, of course, and well, the fans love him already, don't they? Ball in, headed away by Luca Bacchio. Still there with Villa. This is a good little spell for them, isn't it? We need to get better here. Too much space, edge of the area, and again, Kelleher's there to just fall on the ball. Let's give it a demand more. We need to pick up our game here a little bit. They haven't done much apart from that little spell, though, so there's no need to panic. But you just worry the momentum is maybe shifting a little bit away from us here. Come on. Can we get to that? Oh, we can. Panzo's done wonderfully well to win that. He's found Luca Bacchio as well. He's got Ndidi with him. And Luca Bacchio goes himself, and Luca Bacchio gets his second goal of the match. A really good finish. Just helped it in off the inside of the post there, the back post. And that is 2-0 now. 2-0 to Luca Bacchio, 2-0 to the Villa. And Panzo pretty much did that all himself, didn't he? Wonderful interception. Played in Luca Bacchio, and the finish wasn't too bad either, was it? Oh, it's a stunner right into that far corner. Wonderful stuff. Well, you'd hope 2-0, maybe now that's going to be enough for us to just sort of sit back, relax, and enjoy this game a little bit more. Kelleher with the goal kick. Goes short to the Bard. We did have a bid for the Bard coming in from MLS. Nothing that we were going to accept. It's about $1 million, maybe just under £2 million. But yeah, there is a little bit of interest in him from MLS. But the fact we're playing in Europe now means that we can give him more game time. And I'm hoping he's still young enough that his development won't have been impacted too much by not being in Europe last season. Panzo gets it forward early again. The Wizard got the flick on, but there was no one up there with him. And this has been a little bit of a long old scrappy highlight now. Is the goalkeeper going to do something stupid? Get your wand out, Wizard. Maybe not that wand. Your magic wand. Here we go with Luca Bacchio. Can he get... Look at how we've got so many black shirts in the middle. Can he pick out a cross? Bacchio, he can. The Wizard's there. The Wizard. It's bouncing around and we can't force it over. Another highlight. It's certainly an entertaining game, isn't it? Oh, I thought this was a risky pass, but they get away with it. Ramsey brings it forward now. Come on. Crossing to the box. We're there. We get it away. Hamšík half completes the clearance. It's a decent header, though. Did get it sort of out wide, wasn't it? Here we go with Mikolic. across there for Ramsey, for Newbury. They are keeping possession well, but they don't have that sort of killer pass, do they? If we're sort of scouting our future club here, I think there's a little bit to like about it, but there's they don't have that killer pass, it would seem. Here we go with Luca Bacchio, infield there for Robinson. Robinson was a good passes that he does. Fine, Ndedi needs to cross this, mate. Can he pull it back? He can. It's there. It's Raspadori has his 4th of the season. Giacomo Raspadori. We needed him, or I needed him to step up this season. I did spend quite a bit of money on him. And I'm very, very happy to see that second season he has settled into the club and he appears to be finding his goal-scoring form now. Ndedi did really well, pulled it back, and Raspadori, it's a good header, isn't it? It's a really good header. It's 3-0, 5 minutes before the break, and you'd like to think that this should be this now. Hamsik with a corner. Can we get 4 before half-time? I don't want to embarrass Villa, come on. They might go and sack Holloway. We need him to keep the job for at least the rest of this season, see what we can do this year. Hamsik has the ball there on the edge of the area. He loses out to Mikolic. He gets it forward as well. Mikolic has done quite well there. And a good tackle from Robinson. Man and ball, didn't matter. He just went for everything and came out with the ball. Robinson, ball out there for Ndedi. Can he slip in another assist here? Mikolic has done his best, but Ndedi's gone round the lungy tackle. He's gone back for a second attempt, and he's finished off the job. It's Luca Bacchio going for a hat-trick. No idea if he can take a penalty. He can take a penalty. Luca Bacchio with a first-half hat-trick. It's 4-0 at the break. And, well, that has been a fairly impressive first half of football. I'll tell you what, this second 11 playing in this formation, 12-0 we're winning after a game and a half of football. That's not too bad. We'll take that and run. But there we go. Wonderful performance in the first half. We've just got to make sure that we don't completely clock off second half, and it will be job done, won't it? An assertive, don't get complacent, boys. Luca Bacchio with a hat-trick. Mate, you're doing really well. Just keep going for me. And we might look to bring on some of these youngsters, particularly Scott Quinn in this second half. Burrows would be a good candidate as well, actually. Luca Bacchio has his hat-trick, so there's not really any need to keep him out there, I suppose. We'll just let the second half settle in, and then we will make these changes. So let's get Scott Quinn on for Hamsik. We'll take Grandpa off. He's done his job. And we've already made a sub, haven't we? So let's maybe save that last sub. I don't think that Harrison Burrows has necessarily a big future at the club, so I'm not... Oof. Come on, boys, come on. Concentrate, please. So I'm not too concerned about giving him game time to develop. I think he's he's 22. He's about as good as he's going to get. So he was more there if we needed him this game. And similar to Hendrickson, who he wants to leave, and we don't really have a spot in the first team for him, so I'm not too concerned about his development, whereas I think Scott Quinn, there is potentially a player there, 19, good physically, so I think game time might just help him a little bit more. It's definitely been a more even second half. Haven't seen too much from us. Might give him a little bit of praise here in a second, assuming we don't concede a goal here. Quinn has done his best there, couldn't quite win the ball, and the shot came firing in, but did go across the face of goal. We'll give him praise. We are 4-0 up, so there's, it's not like we haven't done well. Let's get Burrows on. It'll be a debut for him. Bacchio's on. Luca Bacchio is on a booking. So we'll give Burrows a debut and just see how he goes out there for 10-15 minutes or so. Corner to defend. Ball in. It is a goal back. No, it's disallowed. Tripping another player. That's disgusting. And Angles gets himself a booking for his troubles. And, well, this is about as comfortable as it can be. Second half's been a little bit of a nothing event. Can we go and tap it off late on? And Ndedi with a corner. It's headed away. It's there for Scott Quinn. What's he going to do? He does his best to give it away. Robinson cleans up the mess for him. The Bard has it. Back to Robinson. Robinson, good ball out there to find Potter in a little bit of space. Good ball in again. It's headed away by Angles. Lumped forward, and that should be picked up by Kelleher. Now, it's still a minute to go in the game, so it's surely not an end-of-game highlight. Let's hope that we have a chance here to get a second-half goal. Robinson out there for Panzo. Down the line for Burrows. Nice first-time pass there for Raspadori. Burrows goes on a run forward into the box. Raspadori loses out. It's scrappy. Robinson gets it tackled away. The Potter's there for Raspadori. It's not quite. Burrows still has possession. We're still in a good position here. No, Villa again clear it. Again just to Quinn, to Robinson. Back to Quinn. Unleash. Unleash Quinn. No. Robinson. Ball out there for Ndedi. Can he pull a ball back in? We've got black shirts in the area. Ndedi, no, again it's cleared away into touch by Mikulic. And surely that was not the highlight. It's an end-of-game highlight, the old-fashioned end-of-game highlight. Well done. It's been a really good performance, this one. We're in the hat for the 4th round. And, well, we look on to Benfica now. Well, Norwich first, but then Benfica. Luca Bacchio with the hat-trick. And who got the other goal? Raspadori, of course he did. Don't let that go to your heads, boys. So that was pretty good. So Brentford win the EFL Cup 3rd round. Hickey's injury, it's knee ligaments, 2 to 3 months. And suddenly that leaves us a little bit short at right back. Especially because Diola isn't in the European squad, which means Diola's going to have to play Premier League games now. And it's going to have to mean that Bogle becomes the European right back, unless we have another option. I'll have to have a think about that. But anyway, guys, wait right there. I'll play through the Norwich game, and then we'll be back for Benfica. Okay, welcome back. Before we face Benfica, we've got a little bit to catch you up on. First of all, our 4th round draw in the EFL Cup away to Bournemouth of the Championship. You can see there they're sitting 7th in the Championship so far this season. So if we can beat Villa as comfortably as we did, you'd like to think we could go and beat another Championship club in a similar part of the table. Maybe not as easily, but certainly you'd like to think we could get it done. Now, we do, of course, have the game against Norwich in the Premier League to catch you up on. So let's go and do that right now. We fell behind when Norwich caught us out with a ball over the top. Halaversa took advantage of a goalkeeping error to draw us level at half-time. But a clearance forward found Gordon again, who restored Norwich's lead. Before a set piece. And another Gordon solo effort put the game out of reach. But Dan got us a late consolation. So there we go. The unbeaten start to the season comes to an end. It was honestly, you wouldn't believe. Honestly, it was 3 goals, 3 balls forward, and that set piece, and that was really all that they did. But Gordon was just running our defense ragged, and I don't really understand why. We've come up against better attackers. He just had our number on the day, and it was not to be, unfortunately. But let's go and see what we're doing now against Benfica. What it does to the league table. We've dropped off the top now. We're still in a really good position, obviously, but hopefully, Norwich is a good team as well. As you can see, they're sitting up there in 4th, so it's not maybe as bad a result as it perhaps would initially appear. But we'll turn our focus back to Europe and see what we can do here. We aren't the favourites for this one. We're going to Benfica. We've played them twice, I'm assuming in friendlies, and beaten them twice. I don't have the Portuguese league loaded up, so we don't know too much about them. We're not actually expecting this sort of a formation. We're expecting sort of more of a 4-2-3-1 sort of a deal. You can see they got a narrow 1-0 win away to Lask Linz in the first opening game of the group. So let's hope that they do just as poorly here. Passing network, we can see there. We'll see what we can do. It's a very similar team to the one we had out last time. It's Kelleher in goal for this one again. He did okay, so we'll give him the games in Europe. Panzo, Suisi, Mikeland, and Bogle comes in as the only registered right back now. Hamsik and Robinson continue in midfield. It's Ndedi and Luca Bacchio out wide. It's Raspadori and Potter up top. One thing you may have noticed from the game against Norwich, we did pick up an injury to Farai. Not too serious, but he wouldn't have played this one anyway. But he's unavailable. So they've come out in a 4-4-2, which I certainly wasn't expecting. It makes me think maybe we're a little bit too attacking for this one, but we'll see how we go here. Bowen says go out there, tell them to prove a point. We need to be better than we were last time. All right, we're underdog. Suits us down to the ground. Go and cause an upset, boys. Some calm, we have faith. And, well, let's hope that we can do something similar to 8-0. It's obviously not ideal having Bogle play in this one, mostly because he's not as good as a fullback. He's much, much better as an attacking wingback. But just due to sort of not having enough squad-trained players and English players, I couldn't register Diola when I couldn't register somebody. So I didn't register Diola in the European squad. This is not a good start to the game. And 20 seconds in, we've had a bit of a European reality check. Let's tell them to concentrate. And it's 1-0 to Benfica very, very quickly. Bogle did well to win the ball back. It didn't really work out for us, though. And we've just been caught out there. The Bard just let the defender go running behind him, didn't he? And just like that, it is 1-0. Was it close to being offside? I mean, it was. It wasn't, so it doesn't really matter how close it was, does it? All right, let's settle down, boys, and let's go again. Kelleher with the goal kick out there to the Bard. Let's see what he can do. You owe us now, mate. Come on. Comes forward to Hamsik. Back to the Bard. Back into Hamsik. Let's see. Come on, mate. Hamsik gets it forward to Ndedi. Knocks it down to the Wizard. Go on, Potter. What's he got for us? In there for Hamsik. Is Hamsik going to unload? He's got Robertson in a little bit of space. Back to Hamsik. They're waiting to be closed down right now. Bacchio has it. Luca Bacchio. I'll just call him Bacchio. We know what I mean. Here we go with Panzo. Back to Robinson. We're pinging it around okay here. Hamsik, a little bit of space. Ndedi. We've got Bogle getting forward down the right. Robinson, there's a good ball forward for Raspadori. Oh, and Raspadori sticks it away. It's almost a carbon copy of the goal that Benfica scored against us. Robinson, the young midfielder, slips in a wonderful pass. And Raspadori finishes from a very, very tight angle. We just moved them around nicely. Robinson saw the gap. Raspadori made the run. And that's a stunning finish, isn't it? From a very, very tight angle indeed. 1-1, and we're in the 6th minute. Alright, let's tighten things up defensively, boys, and see if we can keep on with this now. We've told them to concentrate after the goal, so hopefully that will they'll listen to that. Let's give it a bit of a demand more, perhaps. Bogle's picked himself up a booking. Now, of course, the big concern with that Hickey injury as well is that we know that Bogle is not afraid of some time off with an injury, is he? So, if he was to go down now, we would be in all sorts of trouble in Europe. There's a good ball from Hamsik. Flick on from Raspadori, and there it is. Is the offside? Oh, it might be offside. A really good flick down there from Luca Bacchio. But Raspadori just fractionally maybe offside. It was a good ball in from Hamsik to find Luca Bacchio. Oh, he's a mile off. Come on, Raspadori. You've got to be better than that, mate. It wasn't even close. But there we go. There we go. We've got a Benfica throw deep in their own half. Let's put a bit of pressure on them here, boys. See if we can win this back. Rafa brings it forward. Jaden, is that Bogle chasing him? Who's chasing it now in Ndedi? You don't need to go quite so far in field, mate. I know you have a man marking job, but that's ridiculous. As Ndedi runs back all the way across field now. Pizzi, oh, it's taken a little bit of a deflection, and Santos has his second goal. That's a little bit unlucky for us there, I think. Benfica are looking a decent team, aren't they? Let's show some passion here. This ball coming back across goal, I think it did just take a little bit of a deflection off of Panzo, maybe. Maybe it didn't. It's difficult to tell from that angle. He did get in the way of the shot. I know it's in the way of the shot. Anyway, it's 2-1. If we could get a draw from this game, it would be, I think, a good result the way that the game's shaping up, wouldn't it? Here we go with Hamsik. Ball in. Luca Bacchio down for Raspadori. Down for Luca Bacchio, and he just keeps scoring. It's his 7th of the season. Dodi Luca Bacchio. I was really concerned giving him 80 grand a week was a little bit too much. I think we're underpaying him. Wonderful, wonderful stuff from Dodi Luca Bacchio, and just like we did when we went 1-0 down, we've come straight back and cancelled out their goal. A good header from Luca Bacchio. The Benfica defence couldn't clear it, and he just had a simple case of tapping it past what looked to be a very disinterested keeper. They're looking complacent. We'll take that. You haven't heard of Brentford. You're going to hear about us soon, boys. Come on. Let's give it a get creative. Let's try and be a little bit more positive about things this time around. If we can get to half time at 2-2, that's not the worst. Bogle with a throw here for Hamsik. Back to Bogle. In for Robinson. Back to... Oh. He really did not give Hamsik much space to work with there. Weigl pounces, brings it forward. Hamsik, Grandpa's done really well to get back there. Pezzo with the header. Luca Bacchio puts a good bit of pressure on, makes them go back. Can we win this ball back? I tell you what, the nature of a highlight means something tends to happen, but we did really well to defend that initial mistake there. We maybe just started to see a little bit of the inexperience, and maybe, we'll say by Kelleher. Robinson he's a young player that's not really at this level, I wouldn't have thought, but he's done it really well so far, but that pass to Hamsik was not the best. What do we say? Get back out there, grab the goal that wins it. Let's try that. Bogle, don't get yourself sent off, please. Bard, don't get yourself sent off, please. We've got 2 other guys in defence that aren't playing particularly well. And everybody else is not doing too badly. We're not doing too badly at all. Maybe Ndedi, we could get a little bit more from you, please, mate. And the Wizard, he's had some moments this season, but we haven't seen them this episode, have we? And it's his time to shine. It's a back-to-back game with the second 11, and he hasn't quite put it on for us today. Did he get a goal against Villa? I don't think he did he? All right, let's demand more. We don't have too many options on the bench, unfortunately. We've just got a few too many injuries, and we are hamstrung by the fact that we don't have club-trained players to register in Europe. So our squad is, I think, 3 players short. There was one person who qualified as a club-trained player. I can't remember who it was. Good block there by Bogle. So we actually only have a 22 or whatever it would be man squad for Europe. So we are a little bit short on numbers. We do have a couple of under-18s players. Hurdle, I think his name is, the youngster that came through at the academy a season. Was it a season or two ago? He's the good boy. Here we go. Here's the Wizard. He's in here. Can Wizard get a goal? Oh, it's at the goalkeeper. What's happened there? Very, very strange. Panzo's not having a great time of things at left back. I wonder if we could possibly change the way we're playing here a little bit. Rafa goes straight past Bogle, and that's not the best finish. All right, let's try just regrouping. I wonder if we're getting caught out a little bit here. And let's try exploit the middle, but look for the overlaps and see if that helps us at all. There is a little bit more space through the middle of the park, isn't there? We're not really finding too much space in wide areas. We've got some space there, though, and Deddy, he's got all the time in the world. He does not pick out the cross, though. Did it take a deflection? If it didn't take a deflection, what sort of a ball was that, mate? Rafa is looking very, very dangerous. He strides through the middle of our defence again. And again, he does not have his shooting boots on. But might just have to watch Rafa a little bit more closely there. Kelleher for the Bard. Brings it forward. Out there for Bogle. He's got space in field. There it is for Hamsik. Hamsik, yeah, it's definitely through the middles where we need to be playing, isn't it? Raspadori comes close. Comes in. But here we go with the Potter. There's a good ball for Ndedi. Can he finish? No, he cannot. That was better, though. I think that's the way we need to play, isn't it? Attack through the middle, look for the players in wide areas. Let's give it a demand more. We've got a corner here. Hamsik to knock it in. Where's Luca Bacchio? There he is. No, it's the Wizard. It's off the post. Or the bar, I should say, to be more accurate. And we're going to have another corner, but that's really, really unlucky for the Wizard. Hamsik, again. Back post. Bacchio's there. It's headed away. Bard picks it up. Infield there for Suisi. Can he unleash? He goes to Robinson for Luca Bacchio. We know he can unleash. How about Luca Bacchio? He does! Oh, that's horrible. Oh, it's the worst shot you'll ever see. It goes miles. Oh, I think it just came flying past me here. All right, Hamsik. Good ball in. And no, not over the defence, I should say. Bard's going to pick that up, though. Suisi. Robinson. Come on, mate. What's he got for us? Overlapping run from Panzo. Can he look at the black shirts in the box? Can we pick one out? He goes edge of the area for Hamsik. Hamsik, first time to Bogle. We know Bogle's got a shot on him. There it is. Oh, Jayden Bogle. That's an absolutely stunning strike from Jayden Bogle. 3-2 to Brentford. Let's go off of attacking now. It's a wonderful strike. It's the first goal of the season for Jayden Bogle. And it's 3-2 to Brentford in Benfica. What a performance this has been. Good first time pass from Hamsik to find him in space. Didn't give the defence time to shift over. And Jayden Bogle absolutely unleashed a rocket into the back of the net there. That's wonderful stuff. All right. Do we want to do anything? Do we want to change anything? We don't really have options on the bench to change. The guys on the bench need to be fresh to play against Newcastle, who is our next game in the Premier League. Nuno Santos, who already has 2 for Benfica today. Let's hopefully not give him another one. I wonder if we need to look to go a little bit more defensive. Bogle wins the ball back there. Raspadori has it. He's got runners off of him. What can he do? He's got Bogle with him as well if he wants to go back. He goes infield there to Hamsik. Hamsik has a pass inside. He gets caught in possession though. Rafa has it. Back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper clears it. Can we win that please, boys? No, we cannot. And Weigl brings it forward. It's been a scrappy old highlight. Rafa, ball in there for Nuno Santos. Back to Rafa. Can we get a block in? Back to Nuno Santos. Back to Rafa. Well, that was a little bit lucky, wasn't it? We've hit the post and now so have they. Let's give them some praise. We're doing really well. Can we go and get the goal that would surely wrap up this tie for us? Hamsik, don't get caught in possession again, mate. Goes back to Bard. He goes down the line there. He finds the Wizard. The Wizard turns past his man. Can he pull it back? He can. Oh! I think he actually went for goal there. He had Luca Bacchio and he had, I'm assuming, who would have been Raspadori with him as well. But just couldn't quite. It was one of those, was it a shot, was it a cross? We'll possibly never know. Let's just start to close this thing down a little bit. Let's just go defensive fullbacks, please, boys. Just sit back there for me. Luca Bacchio has picked up a knock. All right, let's confirm that, and let's, I think, maybe just look to close this down a little bit here. Let's do that. Let's get the wizard out left. Let's get Andy Hay on. No, let's get Palaversa on. Hamsik as a deep lying playmaker for me, please. And Palaversa, just please sit in there. Just sit in there and don't let anybody come past you. You know what I was going to need to do is redo the closing down of the game, aren't I? Because I've just changed formation like a moron. All right. Sorry, guys. We'll do this very, very quickly. Let's get rid of that and that and that and that. We won't do that. And we should probably gonna have to go back off of attacking to defensive. Let's try. Oh, don't do it. Still there. Ball in again and again. We just about get away with it. Come on, boys. Let's close it down. Let's close it down. Can we do it? Oh, it's been a really good game, but we've fought down from a goal behind twice, and then we've gone and won it with Jayden Bogle. A wonderful, wonderful result away from home in Europe. Don't get complacent. No, let's stuff it. What a result, boys. Well done. So Luca Bacchio's injury isn't too serious, so that's a big positive for us. We steal a narrow win against Benfica. More money in the bank. Robinson is doing really, really well. Really, really well. We picked him up from, was it Manchester City on a free? Oh no, we actually paid some money for him. And he's just doing the job for us in Europe really, really wonderfully right now, which is excellent to see. So well done to you. 86% pass completion rate. Just that one loose pass, really, wasn't it? But have a quick look at what that means for the league table. And we are now in pole position, I would say, to get top of this group. We've won away from home against Benfica. We've got Lask Linz to play twice. AEK Athens, obviously, to play again. Yeah, you'd really start to think that, well, we're in a good position, aren't we? That's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time for Lask Linz in the Europa League. We could essentially book a place in the knockout rounds with a win there. And then we will host Manchester United. As things stand, it's first versus second in the Premier League. Two absolutely huge games. Don't forget to like if you've enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're new. I've been Aussie Villa, and I'll see you next time for those two huge matches. Take care.